welcome to the PHOTOMERGE tutorial. PHOTOMERGE is a command in Photoshop that allows you to stitch together multiple photographs into one panoramic scene, like right here. This one I made earlier of the sandias and the junk over here, and this was from the west side. Hopefully I said west side right. But anyway, basically you want to start by taking a series of photographs of whatever you're going to use for your panorama. 4 or 5 works pretty good. More or less, I mean, you just have to play around with it. But for this tutorial I'm using 5 different photographs, and I'm going to use the ones that I took of Kirtland and the Sunport. So. Anyway, basically open up Adobe Photoshop, and that can go away. I don't want to save it. And I use Bridge just so I can see these photos, and I'll kind of explain how to set this up. This was at the west end of Kirtland and Sunport, and I was trying to get sandias and whatnot in the photo. But when you take your photos, the first one, let's say it's to the left here. The next one that you take has to have some overlap. You can see these light poles in here, and the light poles are in here, and that just tells Photoshop, gives it a reference point where it's going to stitch the photos together. And it's probably it's really important that you have that overlap, otherwise it won't work. PHOTOMERGE it doesn't know where to connect the photos. So make sure you have that overlap in there, and do it for every picture you have. So open up Photoshop, and also the photos you take, make sure you put them into Photoshop before you start PHOTOMERGE, and put them down to a smaller size. I put these at 600 by 400 for all the widths and heights. Anyway, you go to File, come down to Automate, and go down to PHOTOMERGE, and it'll pop up. And for layout, you want to set it for auto at first. These other ones, they do different things: perspective, cylindrical, spherical. Auto seems to work the best, so just click that for now. Vignette removal, I don't know what it does. I'm assuming that it removes the vignette, but I don't know. So anyway, go to Browse, and you want to browse to where your files are. Select them all, and click OK, and click OK again, and Photoshop will automatically start determining where to stitch these photos together based on the pixel data and how it sees fit to fit them together. And that's why that overlap's really important, because it gives Photoshop the reference points it needs to know where to stitch these together. So let that run, and it comes out like this, and that's pretty good. A lot of times it comes out not even close to being this concise. So anyway, basically you get that. You got to get your crop tool up here, and then just drag out a box so we can crop away all these nasty little edges down here. Get your control handles, I guess they're called, and just drag out a nice rectangular area. Click the check mark up here, and trims away all this stuff, and gives you this. And it's not a solid picture yet. It's basically still just these layers that are stitched together. To get to the actual composite and have it as one file, go up to File, Save for Web and Devices, and go to JPEG. It's already on JPEG. You could choose these other ones, but just JPEG's probably your best bet. and then click Save, and ask you where you want to save it. You can name it anything you want. I'll just leave it Untitled Panorama. Save it to my desktop. Replace the other one that's in there, and then minimize Photoshop and Bridge, and here it is. And you can basically, once you get this JPEG, then you can load it back into Photoshop and alter the colors, the size. You can cut it, add stuff to it, do whatever you want to it. But that's it. That's pretty much all you need to do a panorama of wherever you want to take it. Okay, bye.